What's up everybody, this is Cheese Mr. Poof and welcome you back to Tamriel Tuesday, weekly dose of Elder Scrolls Legends gameplay on the Cheese Mr. Poof channel, and without further ado, let's check out the deck that we will be playing today. And that deck is the Budget Mid-Range Scout. Yes, it's another mid-range deck, but this time around we're bringing something a little bit less expensive. Not that the last deck was all that expensive. But anyway, this is really cheap to make. We're only running commons and rares. We have a lot of rares here though, but no epics, no legendaries. So you're probably gonna get this deck together quite fast. So we're running pretty basic stuff in the early game, like Daring Cut versus Dragon Tails, Wind Keeps. There's also the Gloom Lurkers and Doomstalkers, which are prophecy creatures, which is going to help against other aggressive decks. And the Gloom Lurker has synergy with a card that I'm very excited to see how it does in this deck, because I wouldn't normally play it, but since it's a budget deck, I was looking for a curve topper at 6, and we found one. It is the Night Prowler. It is a 6 magicka 5/3, and when it gains cover, draw a card. So you can just play this in the Shadow Lane, it will draw you a card. And it also has the synergy with Gloom Lurker, or Doomstalker, or Doom Smuggler, because you can move it from the field lane if you would play it there, and then put it in the Shadow Lane to give you a card draw. So I'm excited to see how Night Prowler does. I really don't know how to evaluate this card yet. I mean, it's not bonkers, obviously, because I don't see people playing this, but I want to see how it does in this shell. But yeah, otherwise we're running some staples, which you see in non-budget decks as well, like Young Mammoths, Haunting Spirits, Elder Greens. Well, Black Sap Protector is probably replaced by... what was the card name? It is in the Dark Brotherhood, the Brotherhood Slayer, which is probably just better here. But because we are a budget deck, we're assuming you haven't bought the expansions like Dark Brotherhood and Clockwork City. So this is all budget. So yeah, our 2-drops are pretty good. We're running 0 1-drops because I don't think we really need to, and this is a mid-range deck. Things I'm worried about. Stonetooth Scrapper is just a vanilla creature. Playing it might be just eh. Midnight Sweep. Don't know if this is going to be strong enough to hold in there. Mummify is a very strong card in my opinion, and I really enjoy having it here. We are also running 17 Prophecies, so that's going to be good. But we are also running a lot of all-stars like Cliff Racer and Wyvern Protector. These things will probably get you ahead in the race. So yeah, you can definitely make some changes if you plan on playing this deck. Like, I'm not 100% sold on Doomstalkers or the Gloom Lurkers, so if you have something, let's go and see. I mean, you could put in the Fighters Guild Recruit, that's fine, if you want to go with the lethals to kill guards. But if you happen to have copies of Mournhold Trader, I would just put them in instead of the Gloom Lurkers or Doomstalkers, whichever you have. If you have 2 of these, put them in here. 3 of these, put them in here. And you could also consider taking out Gloom Lurkers entirely, putting in Goblin Skulks, and also Murkwater Goblins, and play that package. You can modify this deck however you want, and however your collection sees fit. So if you have like a task ad, you can just jam it in this deck, take out like Night Prowler or something, and your deck will probably be way better. But yeah, this is the budget version of a mid-range scout. Let's see how it does in the ranked ladder. Okay, first match of the day, and we're up against a mono intelligence deck, not even splashing for dual colors. That deck is all intelligence. I wonder how this will go. Tossing Mummify. Keeping these. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. And we got a Scrapper, so our curve looks pretty good.
Luck to your house.
Let's just hello.
Well met, marsh friend.
Do you run 1-drops? I mean, you could ring out a 2-drop, but you do not. So Cutpurse in here. Doom Smuggler if it lives. We could also just go Windkeep here, or here. But the snowballiness of Daring Cutpurse is just too good to pass up here, so we're gonna play it here. If it lives, we play Dune Smuggler. If it dies, we play Illegally Matron. Or Matron. Love the card art on this though.
They will meet their maker.
Yeah, Mr. Cutpurse is going to have an unexpected move. So this is always a strong play. It's now just a 4/4. So if you want to kill it right now, you're probably gonna have to ring out a bolt. Which is not terrible. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Also, you might have heard that it was like a train? Okay, I actually like to play where I hit first, then play double 2-drops, giving cover to this thing. So this trade is not going to happen quite yet. So, let's do that. Yep. And probably here. We'll have another attack with this guy, unless removal comes out. Hello, dog. Dog always wants to say hi when I'm recording for some reason.
There, friend.
And that's a harpy. That's okay-ish. We're gonna swing here. Surprisingly, no prophecies. Deshaun Avenger will have some staying power because the 3/3 will stay. But we could get a 2-drop from this and we would get to cast 2 things this turn. I think it's probably just going to be the Deshaun. Do we commit to the left? I mean, if it trades here, we pose the threat of a formidable trade, then I would force the tome out. So I think I like this play.
I do love a good fight.
Not feeling too scared. This seems to be attempting some aggression. The deck we're fighting against.
Your blood will spill.
That's fine.
Friend.
Ward here. Yep. Tome there. Swing face. Oh, you actually... I don't know about that.
Confound you.
I don't even want to trade with that, really. Guess we're fine. Still no prophecies. Gleam. Snow Wolf is quite good, but Haunting Spirit is better here. We have a lot of staying power right now. We do have 17 prophecies in the deck, so if they decide to go face, we might get lucky. But yeah, wow. All intelligence. The trades are coming in. How unprofessional of me. That was my phone. Let me just put that on silent for now.
I stand behind my work.
Master Swordsmith. Okay, Crush and Blow's fine. Oh. That is interesting. So we start by hitting the face. Still no prophecies. Feeling pretty good. It's either Mammoth and Scrapper or Mammoth and Deshaun. This has 5 health. So yeah. I think this is fine.
I do love a good fight.
And because it's all intelligence, you can't have Dawn's Wrath. You could have... What could you have? Well, Ice Storm doesn't clear everything. It kills this and this, but I will get more 3/3s from that, and it will kill this, so it will buff one of these. I mean, probably this. I don't think this buff goes before the last gasp here and here. I might be wrong. But yeah, as you can see, our budget deck is putting the aggression on the all-intelligence deck. I don't know what they could do, some kind of combo shenanigans, but you don't even have any items in the yard, so Master of Arms does nothing really. I mean, what you could do is play the Garden of Swords and have an Elven Helmet. That would certainly do a thing. Now we have a 6/6 though. Okay, you get to shackle something.
I don't just know how to make them.
That's fine. I mean, theoretically, we have lethal. And we do!
Dance with death.
We snatch up a win with the budget mid-range scout. Okay, we have another match, and this time around, it's a Crusader, so I'm afraid already. Okay, gotta count on these. Okay, probably keeping Gloom Lurker so I have something to play. Oh wow, that's that's a very, 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 very questionable hand, if I ever seen one. But yeah, we don't have a whole lot of anti-aggro tools. We have some guards, we have Mummify. But we're not super well suited to fight aggro. I mean, does that make this deck an aggro deck rather than a mid-range deck then? Dragon Tail there is bad, so I'm just going to cut
They
first.
make it too easy.
We can snowball. And we can protect it for a while with the Gloom Lurker.
As I draw breath.
Unless there's another guard here. That's okay, I guess. Unless you kill it? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Ah, there's Whiterun Protector.
It has had enough.
So we hit. I'm okay with the trade there, so I'm going to do this. Next turn we can play double 2-drops. Move if necessary, give cover if necessary. Or do this if he starts building a board.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
It looks like it's going to be the move play.
As long as I draw breath.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that is nice.
Your coin.
So yeah, we are gonna move the cutters. That's amazing. So yeah, this trade is happening. Attempting to hit here. We land.
Clear out.
Might have to do this, right? Actually, let's first play the Dragon Tail here.
The odds. Sweeter. Clear out.
Look, I remembered to play the Dragon Tail before I did trades, and then I'm going to just jam a Gloom Lurker. Gonna take some field lane action here. See, if you can keep the Daring Cutpurse alive, it's going to bring you a lot of value. So we're going to use our Gloom Lurkers and Doomstalkers to keep him alive. I guess not. But we did still get to do a lot of damage, and he used his whole turn to crushing blow that, so that's good for us. We hit. Now, I'd rather use Cliff Racer for burst, so it's probably a Whiterun Protector turn here.
The city is safe
Too
in
late
my
for
hands.
you.
Don't prof.
Nowhere.
Thank you. So this is one of the strongest cards in the deck, because in a budget deck, a 5 magic has 6/6 guard regenerate is quite strong. I mean, it's strong even in non-budget decks, but yeah. It's quite good. Mighty Ally doesn't scare me right now.
Shall be ours.
Definitely doesn't scare me, didn't even trigger.
Nothing through.
Yeah, you buff yourself there. Do I really care about this trade? Okay, we make the attacks here first. This is going to pop 2 runes though. I'm not a big fan of that. So at least... No? Okay, let's play a savior first.
Longer the odds.
Then do the trade. Then break these. 0 prophecies, that's amazing. So do we need to play Doomstalker? I don't think we do, which is a kind of a play here. This here because rage is not a problem at the moment in a Crusader deck, so if we need to, we're going to use this to bypass a guard, and Cliff Racer, we can play Cliff Racer on the same turn, so that's going to be a lot of damage. That's okay. We still have lethal, unless you do some shenanigans.
Guard with you.
I think your fight is done. Yep, it definitely looks like your fight is done. And here comes the Racer. Pow! Definitely looking good. Okay, it's Okie Dokie. I think I played against Okie Dokie before, but I don't remember what deck I was playing at the time. But yeah, it's another match. Look, it's a Night Prowler. We're not going to keep that. I feel like Doomstalker might be okay, but I'd rather have the Prophecy in the deck, so... Let's keep Windkeep. This is an okay curve. We do have the ring. Hello.
To your house. May you walk on warm sands. Arcade's beard.
I love how friendly it sounds when the Khajiit avatar says when you walk on warm sands. Makes me feel warm
I shall
inside.
be your eyes and ears.
Oh shit, it's combo. Maybe. Some kind of a combo deck. Because usually that's what you do when you play these. Because you want to filter through your deck. That is intriguing.
Found you.
Do I just play Haunting Spirit? Yep. I really don't want to use the ring to get the Midnight Sweep out there. But it looks like I might have
Let's
to.
shed some light on the problem.
Found me out, did you?
Actually, I don't think I do. Black Sap Protector here is actually going to be just fine.
Confound you.
Let's see if there's a prophecy here. I mean, Sorcerer has very few prophecies you can even put in your deck, so that's a good thing for me. Like, I actually toyed with a Prophecy Sorcerer build, and that made me realize Endurance has very little prophecies.
I have.
That's a fine
Found
trade.
me out, did you?
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
The spare blades are coming out of the boot. That's a Cliff Racer that we could play.
Confound you.
Nah, we don't like trading. We've taken the aggression. Hit. Still no prophecies. I'm thinking about the Midnight Sweep here. Daring Cutpurse is just going to die because I know he has at least 2 firebolts. Cliff Racer also dies to double firebolt, but I can't really play around firebolts all the time. How much is that going to whack me though? Well, he can double kill the Midnight Sweep guys. Then hit here, get a favorable trade there. Can't kill this though if he wants to kill everything. I think sweep is fine. Yep, let's just sweep. I have a feeling we're gonna get kind of blown out here though. Because of the double firebolt I know he has. Okay, that's one.
Do your worst.
Yep, I expected that to happen. Use the other. Can you full clear though? Yes, you can.
Found me out, did you?
I forgot about the steel dagger. That's my bad.
Careful there, friend.
Oh, and you get ward. So this is just going to be a Matron Cutpurse turn, right? We've seen 2 firebolts. Oh. Well, that's nice, I guess.
They make it
Well, that's just Cutpurse.
easy.
If you play Ice Storm
I have you.
is fine here actually.
Your blood will spill.
Oh. Hello. Well, we do want this trigger. I guess this is important. And I'm going to just play a 3/3 guard. It sucks a lot of damage. Hoping we can get those prophecies from these rune breaks. Would be quite nice. Definitely something like... Okay, Black Sap Protector is fine. Cutpurse is also pretty good.
They make
Just playing it here.
easy.
Just the all-around good sweep of prophecy creatures feels pretty good. Okay, that kind of blows me out though. See, Reverberating Strike is real good. Okay, we're not gonna let this get us down because we do have double Cliff Racers and double Wind Keeps. These are hard to remove. These are instant damage. So we're just going to ignore the left side of the field here and hopefully we can get there. That's a lot of removal you're packing though. That's pretty good, gotta say. These prophecies are coming in handy. Thief of Dreams, huh?
This one will be taking that.
You still...
Careful
Oh, am
there,
I sure?
friend.
I thought this card was seeing less and less play. I mean, I personally haven't even seen anyone play this in any of the top tier decks. Well, we're just gonna swing in here.
Kill them all.
Kill them all. We have lethal here.
Found you.
Hey! Come on, man, it's just a budget. Okay, we're back with the deck here, and I gotta say, I did not expect this deck to do so well. I mean, the prophecies got in very clutch, like Black Sap. Well, we didn't really get to see Black Sap shine, but Daring Cutpurses coming in, that's pretty cool. Doomstalker is also pretty good when it comes out, so I might have underestimated this guy a little bit. Also, when Midnight Sweep comes out of a prophecy, that feels kind of good. And Cliff Razor is always good. Whiterun Protector, awesome as ever. One thing I'm kind of ashamed of is that I didn't get to see Night Prowler in action. But I'm assuming drawing a card in the late game when you're just trying to draw some friggin' gas is going to be pretty good. But yeah, this deck actually did pretty well, and obviously, as you get more and more new cards, epics, legendaries, you want to be adding them into this deck. And first things to go, if you start making changes, Stone-Tooth Scrappers. Get them out of there. Let's look at some better 4-drops. Moonlight Werebats. Snap, it's another prophecy, it's a 4-2, it has Drain, put it in this deck. I would also recommend you try back Alley Rogue. Might be okay. Might be. And if you're gonna go the Goblin way, obviously this, but this is not trying to go the Goblin way. Serpentine Stalker seems fine, but I mean the Slay trigger is something that this deck is not trying to do, kinda. I mean, obviously, if you go up against a more aggressive deck, you probably want to be using the Slay ability. But the main defensive purpose of this deck is the 17 prophecies we're running. Mostly the Midnight Sweeps and Blackstaff Protectors that help us guard. Also Whiterun Protector, it's not a prophecy, but it is a guard regenerates 6/6 if we get the Beast form out. 4-drops in Endurance. Well, I personally have a soft spot for Corrupted Shade because you can play it, it's a 5/5, they look at it like, oh, sure, I'll just ignore that. Because it's just going to die if it loses Ward, but if they ignore it, it's going to keep clocking them for 5, which is pretty good. Also, Preserver of the Root definitely would replace Stone-Tooth Scrappers with Preserver of the Root. I might even take Deshaun Avengers out of there as well. For the Werebats here, put in the Preservers here, and you're starting to look way better. That was the deck this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like the video, drop a comment down below, subscribe to the channel for more card game content like this, and yeah. I would like to say thanks to everyone watching, and even if you're just watching, or just leaving a like, or anything, I appreciate the fact that you spent your time checking out the deck, the video, and the channel. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one.